With great power, comes great responsibility. That fits the exact criteria of nuclear power, where it provides the cheapest source of electricity and ensures safety of a country. Nuclear technology also has a very high risk of accident. There are several examples of incidents in the past where a country made a small mistake, and suffered long-term effects. Today's video we will talk about the worst nuclear accident, when and where they happened and the long-term effects of that accidents. Nuclear accidents are measured in severity according to the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale, INES. Established in 1990, by the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, it has a total of 8-point sliding scale, where 8 is the highest one. Levels 1 to 3 are called incidents, and levels 4 to 7 accidents. Let's have a look at some of the worst nuclear disasters that had shaken the world. The Chernobyl disaster is the worst nuclear power plant accident ever happened in history. In terms of death tolls and cost, accident happened on April 26, 1986, when a steam explosion destroyed reactor number 4, at the Ukrainian plant, resulting in huge amounts of radioactive waste, spread across Western Europe. It is estimated that Chernobyl won't be inhabited, for at least another 20,000 years. Chernobyl accident received the most severe level 7 rating. On Friday, March 11, 2011, the Great East Japan earthquake, which measured 9.0 on the Richter scale, caused a 15-meter height tsunami that disabled the power supply and prompted 3 reactor meltdowns at the Fukushima Daiichi plant. The disaster was caused by a series of equipment failures and releases of radioactive materials at the Fukushima. It was only the second accident in history to receive the most severe level 7 rating. The Kashtim nuclear disaster was a radiation contamination incident that occurred on September 29, 1957, at Mayak, a nuclear fuel reprocessing plant in the Soviet Union. Kashtim disaster was a consequence of the failure to repair a malfunctioning cooling system in a buried tank where liquid reactor waste was stored. Soviet authorities tried to cover it up, however, it was impossible to keep information about the disaster from leaking out, at least in the surrounding area. It measured as a level 6 disaster on the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale, making it the third most serious nuclear disaster ever recorded. On October 10, 1957, a tremendous inferno swept through the core of Unit 1 nuclear reactor, at Winskill, Cumberland for 3 days. 2 piles had been hurriedly built, as part of the British atomic bomb project. The accident occurred when the core of Unit 1's reactor caught fire, releasing substantial amounts of radioactive contamination into the surrounding area. It measured as a level 5 disaster on the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale. On March 28, 1979, the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant suffered a partial meltdown. The cause of the accident was equipment failure and operator error, which led to the meltdown. The accident changed the way Americans view the technology. Some radioactive gas was released for a couple of days after the accident, but not enough to cause any major incident. There were no injuries or discernible health impacts. It measured as a level 5 disaster on the International Nuclear and Radiological Event Scale.